All right, guys, so once again, we got to do another video on Charleston White, okay? Now, I've done 2 videos about this guy this week, and the reason why is because I just discovered him. He's going super viral over some stuff going on in the hip-hop circles, but as that is happening, he is chiming in on a lot of things that are going on politically, and I just find his opinions to be fascinating and hilarious at the same time, okay? And I agree with a lot of his opinions. He's saying things that people in the hip-hop circles are afraid to say, right? Things that they actually think, but they don't want to say out loud because they will get attacked by the woke mob, right? So Charleston White here is going to chime in on Brittney Griner getting locked up in Russia, and he's going to tell us whether or not he thinks that we should work really hard to get her out. And this is just absolutely hilarious, okay? It really is. But before I get into that, I just want to let you guys know, if you like my channel, you want to support my channel, you can do so using the link in the description below. You can support the Patreon, you can support the PayPal, you can support the merch. There are multiple ways to support the channel if you would like to do so, including getting yourself some of my new merch, including my donkey pox shirt, right? The disease that is affecting America. Symptoms include rising gas prices, inflation, open borders, skyrocketing crime, censorship, and pregnant men, right? Or you can get yourself one of my new No Days Off shirts, okay? My patriotic t-shirts for those who work hard every single day, take no days off, and aren't living with a victimhood mentality. You can get those shirts for 20% off using discount code gforemanbcp. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
As I was saying, you had made comments about the Russia-Ukraine war, and you know, a lot of people.
Now you know they Google said if y'all say anything when you take the Russian side, they stopping your money now.
That's so funny because I mean it's basically true. That's basically what it is.
I know.
Yeah, so, you better be careful.
I'm just, no, trust me, we know.
Say, man, you might not get in, you might not get a commercial.
But now,
homie, they said that, they f***ed me up when they said that because I had been rooting for the, yeah.
And more so, it's about the Brittney Griner situation.
Okay, yeah. You say, slide on in safe then. You're
safe. It's safe.
Safe.
Brittney Griner, man, they're really trying to get her home, man. She said she's going through trial right now. She said she confirms, yes, I had cannabis oil on me. Yeah. I've been in all kind of injuries, my legs, I've been in wheelchairs. This cannabis oil really worked. I was just moving a little quickly. I might have packed it, and now she's probably facing 10 years. Should we be trying to get Brittney Griner back? Should we?
Hell no. They got niggas locked up right here need to get out of jail for some cannabis weed.
Nah, that's facts.
I wouldn't give a what it do for you. We say it's illegal over here in Russia,
Bruh, I mean, that's facts, man. That's facts. How can you argue with that? And again, guys, the reason why I'm doing these videos, okay, is because there are literally people in this country that believe that because Brittney Griner had a prescription, that prescription from a U.S. doctor supersedes any law of a foreign country, right? Again, I said this multiple times. I literally had a conversation, an argument with a woman in the barbershop about this, where she kept saying that it didn't matter because she had a prescription. Therefore, she should be allowed to travel wherever she want because a U.S. doctor gave her a prescription. And it just blew my mind that people actually really believe that. Like, how can you believe that a U.S. prescription has any weight whatsoever in a foreign country in regards to the substances that they allow in their country, right? It doesn't make sense. Okay, that's just like saying that law enforcement in the U.S. somehow has some jurisdiction in a foreign country or should get special treatment as a law enforcement officer just because they're a law enforcement officer in the U.S. No, like none of those titles that you get in the U.S. that are bestowed to you, okay, any of those privileges, any of those things, you don't get those in foreign countries. All those things go away. And that's what people got to realize when they travel to foreign countries, that yes, you're American. And to a certain extent, because you got money, right? Or more money than most of the people there for the most part. It depends on what country you go to. Yeah, you're going to have, a certain standard of living. You're going to, have certain privileges or whatever. People going to treat you a certain way. But when it comes to the laws of the land, you're not special. You got to follow laws just like everybody else. And if you don't, you're going to face the same punishments as everybody else. A lot of people, again, these same people that hate America so much, they don't like America so much, they want special treatment overseas because they're American. Again, it really blows my mind how some of these people think.
You ain't just packed this shit up. You been sneaking it back through here, and we already know you have. That's why we jam you up.
Facts. Again, I've been saying the same thing. I've been saying the same thing. Okay? Brittney Griner probably been doing that for a long time. And they said nothing about it. And unfortunately, Russia took the opportunity to lock her up, to put her in prison because of what was going on in Ukraine. They knew that, okay, well, this is a good time to use her for leverage. They knew that's what she was doing. She's an American basketball player. I'm not going to say star because there's no such thing as a WNBA star. She was a basketball player, American basketball player coming to Russia, right, to play basketball. Of course they knew what she had. But again, you know, you don't hear too many people, again, in the hip-hop space that are saying this about Brittney Griner because this is the unpopular thing to say, right? This makes you a sellout. To hold somebody accountable and say, no, she should just take responsibility for what she did.
We know this war was coming. We need
They gave
something.
it a warning. Don't go
man.
if you ain't got specific business.
Come on, man. But you've been doing this whole coming over here sucking on this Russian yeah, you want to come over here and suck on some pussy and get high. This ain't the time to do that, baby. And you done got caught up and fucked up. And I think the American government is wrong in the mother for going over there trying to save that.
Whoa. This dude say he thinks the American government is wrong for trying to save her. Wrong. He didn't just say, oh, well, you know, we should try to get her out, but we shouldn't put that much effort into it. That's where my position's at, right? I think that we should definitely work to get her out, but we shouldn't put that much effort into it. We shouldn't be trading a Russian arms dealer, okay? Because, again, that same drug that they're locking her up for is illegal over here in the United States, right? It's not even legal over here, okay? And the politicians aren't even making any efforts to try to legalize it. Well, put it this way, the Biden administration is not. Maybe the Democrats in Congress are, but the Biden administration is not. So as long as you're not making any efforts to try to make it legal over here, how can you tell Russia what to do with their laws and whether or not you think is right or whether she was wrongfully detained, right? Which is the word they love to use. But yeah, this guy is going further than most people on this and saying, no, America is just wrong for trying to get her out, right? Again, this is amazing.
Yeah, she didn't want to kneel for the national anthem. Let her do her motherfucking time. Nigga, I'm a motherfucker stand up. Oh, say, yeah, this bitch didn't want to do that. She want to kneel. So let her kneeling ass stay over there and see if the LGBT community can go get her.
Facts. Facts. Facts, man. That's another thing, too. For me, it's like, you didn't want to stand for the national anthem. You didn't want to celebrate America and the greatness of this country. And now, again, you're in Russia, depending on America, the same country that you said was so systemically racist, that was so homophobic, so bigoted, that, again, you didn't even want to honor the country. You wanted to actually go out your way to try to disrespect the country. She didn't even want to come out for the national anthem. She was like, no, I'm not even going to come out for the national anthem. Forget kneeling. I'm not even going to come out for it. I think it should stop being played at games. That's literally what her opinion was. You mean tell me that person deserves for us to be putting in effort to get her when we got Marines and people that are actually really wrongfully detained over there in Russia, right? We should put in effort to get her simply because she's a WNBA player. And I want to tell you guys, look at all the effort and attention that's going into this, right? All the effort and attention going into this disproves the idea that America is some type of systemically racist country, doesn't care about black people, doesn't care about gay people, because all the commotion that's being made, if this country was so racist, the American government wouldn't care at all. Right? They wouldn't even be trying. They wouldn't be trying at all. Right? They're like, nah, we need to just leave her over there. She's getting more attention than the white guys that were locked up over there in Russia. Okay? People need to understand that, bro. This is a prime example of the type of privilege that you get in this country in 2022. People want to talk about white privilege. No. The real privilege in society nowadays is being a part of a so-called oppressed or minority group. Because, again, the white men that are locked up over there in Russia, they got no attention. Nobody cared about them. Nobody heard of their names, right? Nobody heard of them. But a black, female, gay WNBA basketball player gets locked up, and the whole country's talking about it. Again, where is that white privilege, right? Where's the white privilege?
but we don't need to be wasting our goddamn government's time. Yeah, they can be getting a real mother that deserve to be from over there. One of them War Hill but not no tall basketball. Yeah, man, she knew, yeah, just give her a year or two and let her do her time and come on home. But no, they need to be getting that other motherfucker that's been over there since 2018. They say he a Russian spy, but he really ain't. And they done exchanged this crazy motherfucker that's been selling. Man, we go put America back in jeopardy again for a basketball that won't even stand for the national anthem.
Facts, bro. I said the exact same thing. But they said I'm a sellout though. I'm a sellout. But because this dude is a part of the hip hop community, he come out here and say he support Trump, right? He don't want Brittney Griner to get out of Russian prison, or the U.S. government should put any effort into get her out of Russian prison. We need more snitches in the community. That's the other things that this guy is saying, and people, black people, are openly embracing it. I'm not seeing any sellout, any racial slurs being directed at this guy for saying the same thing that basically a whole bunch of black conservatives are saying. But because he comes at it from a certain perspective of being a former gang member, and I think it's because he talks a certain way, he has a certain kind of branding about him. Again, it's almost like people don't say the same things about him that they say about black conservatives. Because they just understand that, well, what he's saying is real. He's just keeping it real, right? But when I say this stuff, I'm not keeping it real. I'm selling out, right? I'm selling out for the white man, right? Again, it's amazing how that works. Anyways, I found that interview to be fascinating. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.